Hey there, Steve here again. Today, we're going to change out the ceiling fan for a light that kind of looks like that. So the whole idea here is the ceiling fan never gets used, and you know, you got to clean it all the time, and I just prefer just to have a light. So today, we're going to change out the ceiling fan. So for you DIYers out there that, you know, a few tools is all you really need, and you can do this. So I'm going to show you. Okay, first thing we got to do, gotta start taking this apart. Now I'm working in the dark here, but there's enough light I can still see what's going on. I'm not exactly sure how this all comes apart, but we're going to figure it out. There we go. They do a pretty good job of designing this stuff. There we go, one piece. So really, got one loose wire here. So we're gonna have to take it off from the top here. I was hoping there'd be a simpler way, but now if you feel more comfortable taking off the blades, you can, but that's a lot of work. I think I can do it without. I know the furnace popped on, but it is winter time. Oh yeah. They really hit her hard with the ceiling stuff, so. Now, before we get started, we gotta check for power. Now if you're a DIY guy, and even if you're just doing the odd little electrical job, buy one of these little testers, a little pen tester. Turn it on. This one has to be a Klein, it's real nice. And whenever you touch the wire, you can see it starts going off. So that means we have power up here. Even though I have the switch off, that means the power is coming into the light, going back to the switch, and then back out this way. So instead of going to the switch and then here. So you gotta test that. Or you'll just be surprised when you touch the wire, that's all. Okay, I'm gonna head down, shut the breaker off, get this cleaned up so we can take this off. Okay, success story. We got the power turned off. Now we can clean this up a little bit. See if we can get to the bolt. Man, it's on there thick. undo the barrettes here. These barrettes weren't even screwed in there. That's just a horrible thing. Well, am I ever glad I'm doing this? Whoever put the ceiling fan in did not know what they were doing. I don't know what I got on here for screws or not. That one works. Oh my God. That screw's going the wrong way. All right. Ain't nothing like watching me suffer. I can take this whole assembly off here, but I'm still stuck on this one bolt here. So what I might do is cut the wire. I didn't want to, but I'm going to. All right. I'm going to have to work on that bolt for a little while to try and get it out. I think I'm going to have to get some vice grips. It's going to take me a bit. All right, I'll keep you updated. All right, last thing I want to do is be scrambling, but you know, you always hope that every operation's a smooth one, but I have to use a pair of vice grips to get this bolt out of here. I spend most of my life fixing or undoing what other people do. And it's amazing some of the hack jobs that are really out there. So if you are one of the DIY guys, take some pride, do it right, and then people like me don't complain in front of a camera. All right, I'm gonna be a while. I'll come back when I get this screw up. Okay, I've got everything off. Took that plate off. There's a little ground wire hooked in here. We were gonna replace that ground wire. Now of course, I'll move some of this wire out of the way so I can get at things. Of course, the bolts that I need, usually they come in the kit. So let's take a look. Alright, they usually send a couple new ones for right here. But now there aren't any. They didn't send any. So I'm going to have to source that out now. Go to the shop, see if I can find another one. This is old. When you're using a flathead screwdriver in Canada, that's an old bolt. We'll change that one out for one that has a Robertson. Alright, I think we're ready to start installing. I found a bolt there that'll work for a machine screw. Two of them. So So this is how the light assembly comes. So this particular light's got 2 bulbs on it. So the first thing we gotta do is hook up the ground. And the ground will keep it kind of hanging there. Now this is the biggest pain part. Loosen off one of the ground screws. Let's set that in there. I got 2 of them in here for some reason. It's not being cooperative. Never is when you're on camera. Okay, got that attached. Next thing that needs to go, I can push this wire back in. Keep everything as neat as you can. In this particular case, there's quite a few wires that have to fit into this little hole here. Right there, perfect. Okay, now we can bolt this up. This is just the bracket that holds it all up. Tighten that up. All right, we got this tightened down now. Now it's time to throw some wires together here. So we got our hot lead, which is our black wires. Now, in the kit they give you these little orange morettes. When you have 3 wires, I think that's a little bit too small. I'm going with the yellow ones. Well, I think the black ones are the same size. So we're gonna, I just give the wires a little bit of a twist. Not much, a little bit. Throw on the yellow moret. We'll see how that fares. One's a little loose yet, but give her a tighten down. There we go. Make sure you give them a little tug. Make sure they don't pull out on you. Keep that in my pocket. That's good. Alright, we have enough room here that everything will be fine. Let's make sure there's no wires in the way. Now let's see if we can feed this in. Okay, loosen that off a little bit. There's always a little adjustment somewhere that you have to do. There's always a little bit of insulation here and there. And they give you this. And that's what's going to hold that up. Just like that. All right, we're almost there. Need a couple light bulbs. All right, I'm installing a couple of LED light bulbs. Gotta do the green thing. You can put whatever you want in there, but they're all rated for certain wattages, so don't be wheeling a 100-watt light bulb in here when they're only rated for 60. Get a lot of heat. Got two different ones, but that's all right. So this is a bedroom. I could choose just to go with one, but then when you look at your light, looks like you got a burnt out light. See how that's gonna fit. I think it's gonna be fine. We'll take this out. This is the bolt. It's just a matter. Done. All right. Well, that was, well, my clock is out now, so now I got to figure out how to do that. But I'm thinking that took me 45 minutes, and I was hoping to get it done in 15 to 20, so yeah, there's always something. Okay, I'm gonna go turn the power back on. Looks great, but I've got the LED flickers. So I have a dimmer switch, and if you have a dimmer switch, you're gonna have to get the LED light bulbs that are made for the dimmer. And that little flicker will drive me crazy. So I'm gonna put some of these in until I can get some different light bulbs. Alright, looks pretty good. I had to wait till nighttime to film this because of the window. But I should have took some before and after. So before, after. This is so circa 90, you know, when you're trying to achieve that 80s look. So I'm happy. Turned out to be a little bigger job than I wanted. But turned out good. So anybody can do that. Still got a flicker. Think I'm gonna have to change my switch. But that won't be until next time. So until then, thanks.